Alright, just walked out of Cuba and turned onto the Eureka Mesa Road, which all this is the same route that I followed when I was on my motorcycle, so it's all looking plenty familiar. But no rush today, and it's basically 3 days to the highway, and then I hitch into Chama and do my resupply. I will talk to you in a bit. I got 2 or 3 people ahead of me, it looks like. So we'll see if I catch them, see who they are. And yeah, back on the trail. Alright, I'm gonna take a risk. I gotta cross this. Alright, good grip on the camera. Oh yeah, both these suckers move. Made it. So I'm about 11.5 miles in. I'm up here at this reservoir. It's like La Georgina or something like that. I don't know. I'll probably go a little further up and find somewhere to camp. My feet hurt. I'm tired. Leaving town can be really difficult. You know, you feel all rested. You're like starting to not be sore anymore. Then you throw all this stuff back on. All right, well, I'm in my campsite. Just working on dinner. Already got the tent and everything set up. Did like 12.5 miles or something, so no big deal. It's windy as hell. I already saw one aspen tree fall over, which was over there somewhere. And I feel like I've heard 1 or 2 other ones go over in the past hour or 2. So I'm away from the trees. Where my campsite is actually, like where my tent is away from the trees. I'm gonna start eating on this and then go to sleep. It's like super early, so I got no problems with just hanging out. But looks like it might start raining on me again here in a minute. It never really got going today. It just kind of sprinkled every once in a while, but no reason to take the risk. So I will talk to you tomorrow. All right, good morning. Just getting going. Already seeing snow on the trees. Just passed T&J, passed them yesterday. She just got a new pack, so she's kind of getting used to it and it's kind of hurting, but just working my way up here. 2 more days till I break out onto 84 and hitch into Chama. Question is what the snow will be like between 84 and the Colorado border. Supposedly there might be almost a 10-mile section of snow where you would just be post-holing. So we'll see. Had a really nice long sleep last night. It was really windy and rained periodically throughout the night. So I woke up a bunch, but I laid down to go to sleep at like 6. So I got plenty of sleep. I'm feeling pretty good. All right, at about 10.5 miles for the day. It's not quite 2 o'clock. And I'm currently walking through what I'm going to refer to as the fallen forest, because it's basically just tree fall and blowdowns and deadfall as far as you can see, which is fine, but it's really creepy when you walk by and you can hear the trees creaking in the wind because they're rubbing against each other or whatever, but it's just a fallen forest. So it's all the beetle kill, blowdowns. I mean, it's just as far as you can see, it's just dead trees. So yeah, just stopped for lunch, took a break. Feet are starting to dry out, thankfully. And just gonna continue walking. One right there. Didn't hear a crack or a creak or anything. And it just came tumbling down. And unfortunately now it's hung up above the trail. So yay. Alright, let's see if I can do this without dying. Ugh. I hate deadfall. It's just scary. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just frightening. Really glad I slept with my Sawyer last night. Alright, just packing up. Last night was the first time it definitely got under freezing, because all of my water bottles have ice in them. I'm 30 miles from Highway 84, so long and a short day are 2:15s, so no big deal. I'm gonna finish getting packed up here, put some of this stuff into my bag, and get going. But it's chilly. I've arrived at a crossroads. I'm not sure which one I want to do. What do you think? I guess I'll go with the hikers. I'm about 4 miles from the Chama Canyon river crossing / bridge. I'm gonna camp there somewhere tonight. Just been kind of a slow day today. I just haven't really been on it. Like, having to take a lot of breaks and just haven't really felt like going fast. So, whatever reason. But yeah, tomorrow, hitch into Chama, get my resupply, probably take a 0 just because we're still waiting on weather. And then keep going, get to Colorado. And then go back to Chama. Alright, welcome to the Rio Chama. But yeah, that's pretty. I'm gonna sign off. There's somebody over here. Fill up my water, and I'll get back to you later. Alright, back out on trail. 1.5 miles in from 84. Took a while to get a hitch. It's like noon, so not gonna be a real long day, but at least I'm back out here. And it is 90 miles to the border. Still on the old shoes, so I'm gonna have one set of shoes that does the entire state of New Mexico, which was not the plan, but hey, it should work. Beautiful day, pretty warm, and it should be basically 5 days and some change to the border. So I'll get into town on probably the 2nd, which is fine. Alright, well, today was kind of a short day. Like 9.5 miles, something like that, once we got out of the hitch. Already ate dinner. It's gonna be an early night. Man, the first day out of camp is just slow. I was dragging all afternoon. I got 3.5 miles in the morning to go to get to water. Got my new puffy, obviously, and my new sandals. They're not flip-flops, so I'm not gonna call them flippy-floppies. It was time to be back out on the trail, you know. I did 1-0, that was more than enough. And yeah, should be about 4 more days to the border. Alright, I will catch you later. Good night. This little guy has decided to join me for my snack. How you doing? How's breakfast? Look at this ballsy motherfucker, man. Are you kidding me? Really? Hey, get out of there. Alright. Get away from my food, you All the flowers are blooming. Nice and calm. Got water. I need enough to last me potentially 13 miles. So, I'm trying to drink a bunch and then go from there. But yeah. Just walking through this beautiful field. The hills are alive with the sound of birds. Also makes you realize how damn difficult it would be twirling through a meadow like that and not breaking a friggin' ankle. Beautiful day. Ran into 2 hikers from Quebec. She's working on her Triple Crown and he's working on his first. So they were all nice. Other than that, just more extreme walking. The trail has been beautiful today. Minus the random snaking across a field for no apparent reason. I was warned about that from Grey Goose, so I ended up just following the fence the whole way up. Just hiking along this absolutely amazing trail. And you know, occasionally that kind of thing, just to keep you awake. Tons of wildflowers blooming, bees getting their work done. Seen some hummingbirds. Just a beautiful day. And yeah, so back to walking. I got up here a couple more miles and then camped up. It's quite a nice campsite. And the river is just, or creek, whatever, it's right down there. Working on dinner, basically just waiting for it to cool off so I can actually eat it. And the sun is going down over my shoulder. I am expecting a cold night, so I am going to sleep with my Sawyer. There's actually snow. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There's snow. Right near my campsite, which is also why I'm anticipating a cold night. Should be a nice relaxed evening. 3 more days to the border. Almost done with New Mexico. It's been harder than I expected. It's been more pretty than I've expected. It's been more meaningful than I've expected. So I am looking forward to getting into Colorado. Alright, well I will catch you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. As you can tell, it is cold. It's not below freezing. My water didn't freeze last night, but it's close. There's frost on the ground, and I am still wearing my puffy because it's not warm. I need to look at the map. I'm not sure how far I am from, I think it's Highway 64, but I'll cross that either late today or early tomorrow. So we're gonna get moving, get warmed up. It's like just after 7, so I'm doing good on time. And the goal is 20 plus ish today. The good news is it's early enough that this is all rock hard. So it's not like I'm post-holing or anything. I just gotta worry about not slipping. So you know how you can tell there's a lot of deadfall back here? It took out the gate. Well, it took out the fence more precisely, but the trail's actually been in really good shape today. Beautiful day, perfect weather. It's not supposed to start getting rainy and crappy until sometime later in the week, which it's Saturday today, so Monday I think is when it's supposed to start maybe getting rainy. We have an interesting crossing. I will check in with you on the other side. That was better than some of the obstacle courses I've done in the military. Holy shit. Alright, I'm like 8 miles or something from the campground, so I'm just gonna keep pushing on. Good morning. It's just before 7. All packed up, ready to go. I'm gonna get going. Got about 20 miles to do today, and then a little bit of a shorter day tomorrow to get to the Colorado border. And the weather is potentially gonna start kind of getting crappy. So that's probably not gonna happen today. It'll probably happen more like Sunday night, Monday morning, but we'll see. So, I haven't really filmed much today, just been hiking. I've gone like 12 miles, 12 and a half, something like that. Just sitting here by this nice little creek, getting a snack, taking some pills. My shoes are definitely done. I have no padding at all. The fact that they've held up as remarkably as they have is pretty amazing, but yeah, they're done. I can tell the shape of rocks that I'm stepping on. So, looking forward to some new shoes. Biggest concern tomorrow is trying to get to the border and then being able to get up to Cumbres Pass where it intersects with 17 early enough that I can get a hitch into Chama. Because people have been waiting a long time for hitches apparently. So I don't want to get there at like 6 p.m. and then have to camp up there. I just had dinner, so I'm a little burpy right now, but back in the puffy because it got cold while I was eating. And I was informed by some nice hikers that this storm system that was possibly going to be coming in is coming in earlier than expected. So weather reports are saying basically tomorrow morning around 9 a.m.-ish will be when this storm system is supposed to potentially start coming in. I've gone essentially 20 miles. I'm gonna try and go another about 3. Good Lord. Let me put it this way. We'll see where I get today. And then it'll be about 17 or so, hopefully, to the border. So I'm gonna work my way through this, and I'll check in with you when I get to camp. I just did a little improvised high wire act between a couple of those downed trees. About fucking killed myself. I didn't fall, but it was very close. So I'm gonna get up here and go find a campsite. All right, Les Strokeman back with you here. Now that we moved out of graboid country, I figured it'd be a good time to talk to you about Bigfoot. So the trick with Bigfoot is he's a very proud creature. So when you approach, you bow, don't make eye contact, and if he bows back, then he's accepted you and he'll let you pet him. Also, you can't take his picture or it steals his soul and then he eats you. So, yeah. Alright, on the move, obviously. It's just after 7. I've already been going for 15-20 minutes. The biggest thing is the storm is potentially going to, basically it could start raining as early as 9 a.m. So, it doesn't look like that's going to happen right now, but it's the mountains, you never know. So it seems like pretty much everybody's trying to push hard for the border and get there before the storm does. I am down to wearing mismatched pairs of socks with one of them inside out so that it fits my right foot. My shoes are shot. Physically, I feel pretty good. Yesterday was a bit of a rough day. I think I got into thinking about finishing New Mexico and getting into Colorado and started kind of focusing on the rest of the trip, which you just kind of can't do. Like, it's too big of an apple to think about trying to eat the whole thing. You just have to focus on your tiny little chunk. I'm focused on getting to the border and getting back into Chama, and then I'm going to be focused on getting to Pagosa. It's just the only way you can deal with it. Otherwise, there's no way to process a 3,000 mile journey. Okay. I am under 3 miles from the border. When I did this on the bike, I had a very inauspicious arrival into Colorado. It was absolutely pissing down rain on me. So I'm kind of hoping that's not the case today. Slow going, lots of snow crossings, lots of water. Feet have been wet for several hours at this point. But I'm almost there. And from the border, it's only about a mile to the road. Twisted my one ankle just a bit going through one of these things. But yeah, let's get to the border. Welcome to the Continental Divide. It's currently hailing / thunder snow. And if the hail gets any bigger, I'll have to take shelter. But so far it's not bad. Alright, well, New Mexico has decided it's not going to let me leave without a fight. About a mile and a half from the border, it has taken me about 2.5 hours to go the last mile because tree fall, snow, and all of it covered in rain. So, yeah. The good news is I'm biking on an actual trail, and hopefully it will be like this basically to the border. Another inauspicious entry into Colorado, but I made it. Now it's really starting to get shitty, so I'm gonna get to the pass. Holy shit. Alright, well, it's now actually snowing. Thunder's still a little close, so I'm gonna give it a minute or two before I get going again. I'm actually fairly warm, so I'm not really complaining. Just eating gummy bears and waiting for this to pass. But I'm officially in Colorado. I've walked across the state of New Mexico. That's pretty wild. I'm gonna let the storm move a little bit further and then get going. Alright, I am at the highway. I am cold and I'm gonna see if I can get a hitch. So let's see if looking cold and miserable works in my favor or not. Alright, 0 day 2 in Chama. Just hiking up to get my shoes from the post office. God, I hope they have them. If they don't, I gotta be here another day. And then I'll take you down and do my resupply. Other than that, all my laundry's drying, and I'm just hanging out in town. The plan will be to head out tomorrow morning after 8 or so breakfast. That I gotta go and mail my bounce box tomorrow. So I'm just here at Fina's, which is a neat little diner. Got my resupply. It's only like 4 days, and I still had 2 dinners from last time, so I didn't have to buy a whole lot of food. But I'm just getting lunch here because they have really good burgers. And then I actually got one of the bicycles, so I'm gonna bicycle back to the hotel and chill the rest of the day. Got my shoes, and then I have new shoes. An interesting phenomenon that I've noticed every time I travel, Harry Potter's always on. There's always a Harry Potter marathon. I don't understand. I've already resupplied. I've got everything packed. I'll mail my bounce box off in the morning on my way out of town. But otherwise today is just a hangout since the weather's going to get crap this afternoon. I don't feel like dealing with that. I just got everything dried out. I don't want to do it again. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of glad I didn't hike out this morning. It's rained periodically this afternoon, and that's what the sky looks like to the north where Cumbres Pass is. Looking down the road, the pass is basically up and to the right in the mountains, right where all of that rain is. And I've been seeing lightning periodically amongst the clouds. I'm glad I'm not up there getting snowed on right now. I'll head out in the morning, and I'm sure I'll get more than enough of that.